nigga.
Yeah, bro. Uh-huh.
And then you know I had to come back there and give you the story of the boot. You dig?
Right.
You say, bro, New Orleans, it can only be in our heart, bro.
Uh-huh.
It can only be in our heart because it's gone, never to return.
It is gone, cuz,
It's
for
gone.
real, though.
Man, I heard about this little baby that came up missing out there. You dig? And I'm like, when our children, when it get to the point where a child ain't safe,
Yeah.
it's about time for this thing to be erased. You know?
Real talk, cuz, for real, though. When the kids get involved like that,
Come
that's
on, bro.
crazy,
Come
bro.
on, bro. Because like I say, you born here a empty glass, getting ready to get all the true knowledge that you can possibly get. And
Uh-huh.
and just like when I told you what the Most High talked to me about, she said this hit to me. It don't get no realer than this, George. She said as a baby, in your learning process, everything you saw and you touched was before you were taught the lies. Did you hear what I said?
Uh-huh.
She said the shapes that you played with was me structuring your brain. So just like I was telling you, the shapes start off everything. It don't start off 0, 1 with the numbers. It start off circle of life in a line. All these things
Uh-huh.
we played with as a baby and didn't know we was playing with our life as a baby, bruh. She said,
Yeah.
she said, you ain't get turned until your people turned you. And they only turned you the way that they was turned, because that's how I go. Everything was learned in sequence of sequence. Now is the time for you to make your own footprint. All this
Uh-huh.
following in somebody else's footprint, that's no longer. Because everybody got their own journey to travel on, George.
Yeah.
Nope. And as long as you traveling on this journey, just like I told you, the line which we walk on, you can fall to the left, you can fall to the right. But that line will never disappear as long as you want to get back on and do right.
Right. You right.
You dig?
And I gonna still remain the same.
Come on, because the Most High don't change. Only
Yeah.
you change. That's why that's why I had a lady that said, I love the things you just told me. Like when I explained to her the way this thing is, don't get it twisted. When we say our Father, when y'all say our Father who art in heaven, right there is giving man credit for creation. When you know it's neither man or woman. See? So it's like, you tell me one thing, George, that you created here and put here. I ain't talking about once you put the seed into the woman and she created that. You heard me, huh? You ain't never
Right.
did that. Only a woman can create, George. So how could you ever give man the creation of our life? If the life force, if the life force in us is what, George? What did the Most High say to create it all? Let there be light. And that will be the light of creation, dog.
Yeah.
So don't never get it twisted, dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are that tool that came first because the Most High felt this way. She made man in the image of the strongest man to have demeanor over everything on earth. Do you hear me, dog?
Yeah.
And that's how she told me to explain to my cuz. Because don't get it twisted. The Bible got twisted.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
I'm listening.
Don't get it twisted. The Bible got twisted, huh?
Said she. When you said she, that means that you feel that God could have been say? A woman or a man?
See, no, I'm saying she to stop saying he. That's all. But you right. You said.
I'm going along with your flow, right? But
Yeah.
you keep catching you saying she.
Right, and the she, that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying the she to keep from saying he, because that's what we always used to say. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did? Because once I did that, George, I saw things just like you see things like this. No matter what your mama ever did you love your mama more than life itself. Hello. Right?
Good thought. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you know the truth, nigga. What birthed you, what loves you. You feel me? So how could you give man credit for anything but be a man that can fuck up everything? Because George, our women don't get turned until we turn them, bro. They don't, George. Think about it, George. You got a glove, and you just broke that glove in. Do you actually think that glove gonna be constantly wanting to? You think that glove gonna constantly wanting to be looking for balls? Do you hear me, George? Do you think that glove gonna constantly want to look for balls, man? That glove gonna catch that. That glove gonna catch that one ball, nigga, and gonna treat that ball like love, nigga, until that ball get tired of that glove, nigga. And then that ball put that glove on the shelf and start fucking with some other gloves. And then some nigga come along and brush his glove off. Now he want his glove again. It's too late. Now nigga you done lost the glove. But that's how life is, George. And she told me to tell you this here. Just like life started when the Most High said, let there be light. Do you know that bright light is, if you was to ever have an orgasm with a woman at the same time, nigga, do you know what type of light you would probably see?
Say it again.
If you was to have an orgasm at the same time with your mate, could you imagine what light you would see? Because you know you ain't never came and your old lady came at the same time you came. No, because you might have your mouth down there when she do it, or you feel me? You feel me? And then y'all ain't in tune like that to do that. Do you hear me, George?
Yeah.
That is that explosion, dog, that created everything, dog. You see? That's what created Earth itself. That orgasm between a perfect being. But yeah, bro, this is what I go through all day and all night, George. And I love it, George. I love it. It's way better than the memories that I had of the old times. That was good times, but it was bad times, George.
Yeah.
We was holding on too close on our ass, George. We played too close to death and eternal damnation, George.
You're right, cuz.
You see?
All we can do is we blessed the fifth, but they dropping at 15, cuz at 20 out here. George. Let me get you iron sharpen iron. So let me sharpen your iron. They dropping off as babies because the mamas are killing them. You dig? See, it's the evil tainted blood of that European that the melanated man is allowing to take over on everything, George. Because I say again, this thing is the divine light of creation, which is the woman's womb where creation starts here to earth. So just saying that is what those white Europeans did after we did it first. Because you know we had slaves first, right? but we treated slaves like an extension to our family. You see, we didn't treat slaves like the white Caucasoid did. So,
Where you found this information from, Cup?
oh man, George, the trip part about this is it's coming out the air. I can't read, George. I'm trying to tell you, George. Are you understanding me, George? You
Why
see.
you can't read, Cup?
George, I never got the reading down like y'all got the reading in school. I basically faked everything, George. I'm just not getting some of the reading into with the technology on the phone. The Most High didn't put me together like this, George.
You ain't gotta read. I mean, not really read, but
Mm.
right?
Hey, George, you see, George, did you ever go look on my page? Go look on my page, George, and then you gonna see, and I'm gonna explain to you right now, George. George, when you learned how to read, I did not learn how to read. I learned math, but I didn't learn how to read, dog. I'm just now learning how to read, George.
Why, Cup? You graduated.
Nah, I never graduated, dog.
I thought you graduated from BELEVE, bro.
Money talk, boys. You run a marathon, nigga. I was clocking money then, but not the money that I started clocking when I got big drug deal, dog. George, think about it. Money will get you through anything. Am I right or wrong, George?
Right?
So you knew where I was, right?